Say hello to my new redheads.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, those are terrible.
I only had to make one call to Mark.
You laid off the popcorn.
Stop.
None of this guys have done except for little brownie. It's her kids. That's the most we've had in a while. Okay.
Good morning. We have a little leg issue. I think it's joint ill, but I'm not sure. We almost lost this one the other day. What are you? I think you're a she. She was down, she couldn't get up. She was down on both front legs, so I'm not sure if it's joint ill, because now she's knuckling over as well. So I think what I'm gonna do is just splint her up, just so she can sort of retrain her knuckle to not knuckle over. I have treated her for joint ill twice now. So the problem is I don't know if I should splint all the way up. Maybe. And I just wrapped this around just to protect it from the splint. Okay, the gauze is on. It needs to be past your toe a bit. There, now you're walking on that instead of your toe. How's that? How's that? There you go. There. Yeah! Are you walking okay on it? It's a little awkward, I know.
And just like that, my sheep farming days have turned into grain farming days. I think he wants to get some nitrogen on the wheat today. It's supposed to turn really wet the next week and a half, and he's just not sure when we're going to get it done. We're just taking advantage of any sort of fit weather to get these odds and sods done before planting starts here hardcore, hopefully the first week of May. It's looking like that's the first chance we're even going to see warmer temps. So yeah, I got lambing done just in the nick of time, I think. I am filling tires of our nitrogen tender wagon. So we use this on the fields that are a little too far away for Mark to go back and forth with the sprayer. Just saves a bit of travel time on the sprayer. But he wants me to check these tires, and so far the first one was okay. You're good. Okay, well, I am officially, I guess, on tractor duty. It is after supper. Mark has been doing 28%, so nitrogen, on our wheat all day, but he finally needs me to bring along Mr. Wagon here. We just filled it up here before supper with more 28%. We're on our last 2 fields, and they're both quite a hike from home, so just a lot of road time on that sprayer. So yeah, so I'm just I'm gonna give him a hand here for the rest of the evening. I was able to get a little drone footage. That's the first time I've done it in a field, so yeah, I'm always scared I'm gonna lose it or crash it, and we've got a lot of trees around us. It doesn't look like Mark's the only one doing 28. Our neighbor's doing it, just 2 fields over here. Yeah, it's really the only time we had in the next week or so to get it on this wheat. It's a pretty critical stage right now to get it on as well. The wheat is further along this year than the calendar suggests. We're noticing that with all our like spring things that we take note of. So our trilliums are out, and I would say they're about 2 weeks early. Our trees are starting to bud out really good right now too, which is weird. We've already cut grass once. So we're definitely, it feels like we're ahead, but the weather has not felt like spring yet. 2 days ago, there was even a little bit of snow in the air. So yeah, it hasn't felt like spring, but I think because we had such a sort of weird winter, Mother Nature's a little confused, I would say. I'm here with the expert. Let the vlog know what we're doing with the wheat. I just told him that you were feeding it with nitrogen.
Yeah, liquid nitrogen, UAN 28%, so 28% of the liquid is nitrogen. So we're just putting it on. It's kind of like our second shot, but it's our big shot of N. So we're putting on about 120 pounds of nitrogen right now. We usually put about 140 on total, so 20 of that kind of went on.
What does the nitrogen do?
Makes the wheat green. It's like your grass.
Right.
It's where the dogs pee on the grass.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
and wheat does like really show up when it's deficient.
Yeah,
like
you
in
know,
any nutrient,
yeah.
in any nutrient, like it's pretty obvious. Isn't
yeah,
it?
it's wheat. Sulfur, to be honest.
Or when it's got drowned out, there's like, you're gonna be mad at my drone footage because it's all the drowned out spots.
Yeah, because you're an amateur. No, if you miss a strip in wheat, it shows up pretty limey. So, yeah, it's a grass, so you got to keep it like corn. You have to feed it nitrogen. So, this is kind of the time of year we do it. Surprising this year, the wheat's farther ahead than we thought it would be. It's just a little smaller in stature, so it doesn't look like it should be as advanced as it is. So. Because it is a little bit far, it's good to do stem elongation. So instead of just being like a tuft of grass, it looks like it's going to start to shoot a stem up where the head comes out. So you kind of want your nitrogen on, or a good chunk of nitrogen on, by stem elongation. So we're kind of at that.
So before you see the stem pop up?
Yeah, where basically the growing point leaves the ground, the base of the ground starts going up. So
when you opened that piece this morning and you saw the little wheat head, the baby wheat head, that's what you mean? Like it's ready to go?
Stem elongation. So it's now growing up, and the nitrogen usage curve goes up pretty strong with wheat once you hit that stage. So you want to make sure you got a good chunk of it on.
It needs the fuel because it's really it's becoming a teenager?
Yeah, awkward teenage years.
I know our grocery cart was full. It still is. How is that even possible? Anyway.
If you laid off the popcorn.
Stop. Your window's dirty. Good morning. I think I have a bad spot on my lens. I'm not sure what's going on right there on my lens, if it's my light or my lens. I think it might be just the light, so I'm sorry. We've had a productive morning. Chris and I have weighed our market lambs. Wasn't expecting quite as many as we got. I think we ended up with like 46. And every other week we've been around that 30 to 35 range, so 46 was unexpected. And it just goes to show you when I do lamb very close together and they grow well, then they make it to the goal weight at around the same time too. The other thing we did was vaccinate our Tunis rams. So they are ready to come back over to this barn. So I will go over the stats. The problem is I've got my boys, the 5 boys in my data here, so that's gonna alter it a little bit, but I'll just show you. So with the 5 rams, we have 51 lambs here. Minimum weight was 99.5 and the max was 147 pounds. Not really sure which one that was. For an average of 106.9, so 107, and I'm pretty sure my average was right around 106 last 2 weeks ago as well. All right, I think for the rest of the day, it is raining right now, so I think Mark just got the rest of his 28% down on our hay ground. The hay that we are going to plant hopefully Friday. So just depending on how much rain we get today, he's hoping to just sneak that in because next week they're calling for rain all week. We have to run to London, I think today, to go do a Princess Auto run. Princess Auto is kind of where we get our odds and sods for the shop. It's kind of our place where we stock up on stuff. Good morning. It's actually almost lunchtime. We've been busy today. Say hello to my new redheads, my beautiful ginger boys. So we ended up with 5. I had 6 originally. One was my bottle lamb from December, and I loved him. He died, so that was depressing. My phone is ringing. Better take this. This is my straw. Hello, Dan. I just told Dan he is the only one I will actually answer a phone call from. I'm not a phone person, I'm a texter. Oh, look at this. Anyway, straw is coming today as well, so it's turning into a very productive day, which is great. Yeah, so we have 5 Tunis rams. They're all Tunis cross. They're not purebreds by any means. So they will join up with their dads, so Edward and Harry, and the rest of the Dorsets to create just that market lamb, terminal sort of traded lambs. So they will not be kept. Their babies, some of them might be kept as replacements if they have girls, but we'll see. Oh my God, Piper. Uh-oh. All right, it is after lunch, and there's something that I've been meaning to do, and I was waiting for today to do it, and that is give my lambs and mamas in this first pen a little more room. So I want to take a little more of that back pen, but there's too many ewes in that group, so I want to do some rearranging of some pens. Maybe I'll throw the drone up and then you guys can get a good feel for what I'm doing. Okay, Dan just left and we have our straw bales. I think he brought me 32. I actually think I may have dumped 2 off the top. I dumped a whole row. Oh, I love that for me. Lovely. Oh my God, those are terrible. I swear it's not my first rodeo. Oh my God. We have officially started some field work. What we're doing is just starting to tickle the dirt here to get ready for planting alfalfa. Sorry, I'm in the shade. I believe this chunk is just like a 35 acres. He's just doing one first pass now on an angle. He'll do it again, and then I think we're gonna roll, plant, roll. And probably pick stones somewhere in there because this is hay ground and we don't want stones in Ethan's equipment. Mark's got the Joker out. The Joker is, it's sort of like a speed disc, I think. And I'll get Mark to talk about the field work as we get into it a little bit more. I'm gonna get him to do more filming on his own because he can speak to it way better than I can. I basically just regurgitate what he tells me and what I retain, which isn't a lot. Pretty handy. And you just got that off Amazon?
Yeah, but you can buy them anywhere. It's cheaper on Amazon.
Come on, baby. Good morning, everyone. We have been just doing some odds and sods this morning, and I just haven't grabbed my camera. We've been shuffling some equipment at one of our sheds down on another farm, and we were out of barley in the sheep barn, so we kind of filled that back up, and now we are getting ready to roll. We're going to service it quick here, and then I think this afternoon I might be on rolling duty. And then he wants to work that field one more time, plant it either today or tomorrow, and then we'll roll it again and pick stones. So I am on rolling duty, which you guys have seen me do a million times before. I mean, I've got the roller sort of down to a fine art, but it's the GPS and the settings, just remembering from year to year the first few times on it, like where some of the hidden settings are. So I only had to make one call to mark. I think everything is good to go now. All right, I think we're getting ready to plant here. So we're gonna be using the Avatar, the seed drill, air seeder. Here's our seed. We have 80% alfalfa between two different varieties, and then 20% grasses between Timothy and orchard grass. 17% Timothy, 3% orchard grass. So that's our mix in here. And then the white bags is actually our nurse crop. So when we do an establishment of alfalfa, we usually do an oat with it. That just helps sort of get everything going and also helps make more of a first cut. So first cut will be a lot of the oats and just a nice undercoating of the alfalfa underneath. And we've done that since we started growing hay, and it works well for us where we are. We do plant hay in the spring, which is maybe odd for other people, but that's what's worked best for us, so we're going to keep doing it. You want these down? Yeah? Dusty. All right, we have the alfalfa in the front. I don't know if you can see through there. Hello, alfalfa. And we have the oats in the back. I think the plan is we are going to let the ground sit overnight. He said it's just a little damp yet. He wants, you know, this nice dry sunny air today. And then tomorrow, maybe mid-morning, we might plant this. That and his agronomist is coming this afternoon and to map a field. And I think they also had to put up a few more weather stations. So he's like, I can't plant this today. So this is on hold for a few hours.